Alright, hello and welcome back to another tier list video, which I haven't done in quite a while. But I really want to do more stuff on the PC, and I feel like a tier list is a good way to go, especially since I can share my opinions that no one else probably has. But today is going to be perks. I think it's a mix of oh boy, this mod is kind of weird. It kind of just covers the screen a lot, doesn't it? I'm gonna be right back actually, and hopefully after I will have this taken off. So. Alright, we are back, so I have taken the mod off. We're back to this tier list. Now, before I start, I think it's pretty obvious. This is my personal opinion. Everyone has their own opinion. Sure, majority can all vote on one, but this is what my opinion is. So, bear with me with that. But either way, let's begin. Deadshot Daiquiri. I'm going to put that in the S tier. Now, it is a very useful perk, especially when it goes for the critical hits, and especially when it stops the sway of weapons and stuff. Unless you were playing on PC in the earlier days, but I know someone on my friends list here was going to disagree with me very heavily. But I actually, especially when it comes to getting the headshot challenges, I really prefer to have this perk. Next up, Electric Cherry. I will say B, because I'm not going to say it's the worst perk, but really, it helps stun zombies momentarily, which is a good thing. But if you're in a corner and you're stunning zombies and you are basically stuck in that corner and you can't get out, then you're kind of screwed, but it's not the worst. The way I see it, none of these perks are bad, they're just depending on how I would use them in game. Elemental Pop. Now, this is considered one of the worst perks to people. I'm going to put it in the S tier because, in my opinion, it is one of the best perks that I think I love with all my heart. It is the best perk, the best idea I could think of. PhD flopper, explosive damage being taken off, and of course being able to explode yourself. It is very useful. Explosive damage would technically go higher, but again, that really depends on if you use explosive weapons a lot and stuff like that. But yeah, that's, again, this is my personal opinion. So if you disagree with it, that's understandable. This is just what I'm doing with it. Double tap. I don't do high rounds, so the fact that I can even go up to high rounds in general wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for the double damage. Double tap, I think this is the 2.0 version. It built on what the original did, and I think that obviously makes it better. Bandolier Bandit, I'm pretty sure this was a perk that gave you more ammunition. Now, I'm going to put that in the A tier, because more ammunition is a good thing. But really, that's all it did. Blaze Phase, I'm going to put that in the B, because it was a good space of PhD flopper type. But it left a trail behind you that was fiery, and zombies would get damaged in it. But in the higher rounds, it really felt like they just didn't get that much damage off it. This is going in the S tier, because summoning a wolf friend was the best thing I did. I was a solo player, and I didn't like relying on bots, because the AI for the bots in zombies was pretty bad. But having a wolf that was so basically powerful and wasn't something that would pop up all the time, perfect. Who's Who, again, for someone who's a solo player, it was pretty fun to be able to revive yourself and all the benefits, so I'm going to put that in the A tier, because it was obviously, quick revive existed, of course. What is this one? Oh, Deadeye Dewdrops. It is basically the dead shot of Infinite Warfare zombies. I'll put that there, again. Really did the same thing. Deadshot Dealer. What was that? I really don't know what Deadshot Dealer is. I'm going to look it up on my phone real quick just to kind of see, because I really cannot think right now what it could be. Like, I'm pretty sure it was just Deadshot Daiquiri and Deadeye Dewdrops. It was just Deadshot for Black Ops 4, really? Okay, well, okay, same thing again. It really is just that. I didn't think it was a different name, I just thought it was Deadshot. I cannot remember much from Black Ops 4, to be honest with you, except for just this based perk. Death Perception, really just being able to... It really depends, because when it first came out, it was really just being able to see zombies through walls and stuff, and being able to see where they're coming from. It is different now, but I don't think it's something I really care to go for. Juggernog, absolute S tier. You need to reach for that Juggernog. You have to. When they didn't put it, that's right, because Jug wasn't in Black Ops 4, and that's why the game had that whole armor system. But yeah, so, yep, Juggernog, S tier. Dying Wish, technically it was pretty good, if I remember correctly. It was a Black Ops 4 perk. It did help me a little. I don't think it helped me a lot. I'm going to put that in here. Electric Burst is just Electric Cherry, so we'll put that there. Ether Razor. Now, I wasn't a big melee fan, so it did help for getting to rounds higher to start with, and like saving your melee, but it, of course, only lasted for as long as it could. Both Mule Kicks, I'm going to put on the S tier, because Mule Kick is having a third gun, especially if you were able to find that sweet spot of a ray gun, whatever the wonder weapon of the map was, and then your favourite gun. I didn't mean to stick my finger up at you, I'm sorry, but it was the perfect trio, in my opinion, especially if it was, say, on ray gun, wonder waff, and usually whatever third gun I'd like to use was my favorite go-to for like maps like Doris or the Giant, especially like those maps. PhD slider, I'm going to put in A tier because it's nowhere near as good as Flopper. It was pretty decent, especially when you could explode with grenades and stuff. But really, yeah, I don't know. Quick revive is important, and that's why I'll put it in the A tier. No, it is in the A tier. It is important to have quick revive, especially for solo, but obviously, if you don't go down that often, you really don't have to worry about buying it so much. I really don't know what that one did. I can't remember what this one did. I'm pretty sure it just. I. I don't know. I really don't know what that is. I can't remember. I don't think it was anything. I think it was just a way to tell you that it was a random perk or something. Slappy Taffy, again, it was okay if to start with, but obviously melee would stop eventually. Speed Cola, S tier, faster reload, always the benefit. Stamina, I'll put in the A tier because, again, being able to run faster, especially when you had the bigger weapons and it would cancel out that slowness, it was good. Stone Cold Stronghold. I kind of remember a little bit about this perk. It was a good in a way, but I don't think it was necessary. Same as Time Slip, that really only helps if you want things to be faster, like Pack-A-Punch or the Mystery Box, which again, they are beneficial, but you really waste losing, a perk, especially into earlier games when you only had 4 slots. Tombstone, I'm going to put it in the S tier only because it is a decent perk to have to get your stuff back, but also the glitch you could do in Black Ops 2 where you could get yourself down, pick up your like buy the stuff you don't have, pick up a tombstone, and you'd have like more perks and stuff. That was the way to get it, back in the day. Trailblazers isn't that what Blaze Phase is? Pretty sure it is. It's the Infinite Warfare version of PhD Slider, but it's fire, so I'm just going to put it in that list. Vulture Aid is also one of those. It's good, but it's not needed, obviously. Victorious Tortoise. I think that made it so if you were hit on the back, it would just go through your shield. That was a good one. Yes, I'll go for that. Double Tap. This was the first incarnation, so I'm going to put this down here, actually, because it was not favoured. That's why Double Tap 2.0 exists. Widow's Wine. I feel like it was a pretty decent. I'm not going to put it on 8S, I'll put it there. But yeah, it was a really good perk, especially if we used the grenades to take the more hits and to freeze zombies. Winter's Wail, what did that do? I cannot remember. I'm sorry, this is not a good tier list. I might do a better one after this, but I'm looking at the list right now, and I could probably think about changing some stuff around, but I really don't want to. Does how? It was Black Ops 4, wasn't it? Wait, no, that's the Wonder Weapon. Winter's Wail, that's what I'm looking for. I don't know why I said Winter's Howl. When hit by a melee weapon, generate a frost explosion. Okay, I mean, that is useful, so I'll put that in the 80, but again, I'm not too sure how much I used it in Black Ops 4. And then what's that? Zomshell Soda. I don't think. Here we go, Zomshell. Black Ops 4 perk, clearly. Basic zombies have a chance to explode when killed, leaving behind a contamination field that slows enemies and increases damage dealt. That is pretty useful. Don't think that's something that obviously again, Black Ops 4 perks I can't remember too much for, so their spots on the list are mixed, but yeah. I'll be honest, I'm still gonna upload this video, but it's not a tier list I think I was good with. I will download the image though. No thanks. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna end it here. I'm sorry it's not a good tier list. I'm definitely gonna do a better one. But either way, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.